Resentment is one of the quietest relationship killers because it grows slowly, silently, underneath the surface, often going unnamed for days, weeks, months, even years. And if you're feeling resentment, it does not mean your relationship is broken. It means something inside of you is asking to be heard. One of my favorite mindfulness mantras that I use all the time, and that's brought so much clarity for my own relationships, is this: I am accountable for my own resentment. Most people try to fix resentment by talking it out or building a case for why they're justified in feeling it. But resentment is a body level signal, not just a communication issue. It's something you can take ownership of in yourself, no matter how anybody else chooses to show up for you. And that's an incredibly powerful reframe. Today, I'll show you why resentment builds and how to start dissolving it gently without blaming yourself or your partner. First, let's discuss what resentment actually is. Resentment is an emotion we feel in the body. It's like stored anger that we've been marinating in for a while, twirling around our finger, holding and reworking over and over again. Resentment happens when a need went unmet, a boundary was crossed, a truth went unspoken. Ultimately, when I'm stuck in resentment, I can know that I've probably betrayed myself in some way. And instead of expressing the hurt, I stored it. Resentment is stored hurt. Now, when we're not conscious of the fact that we're actually hurting, we send ourselves into an unconscious cycle that makes it worse. The resentment turns into withdrawal or defense, which often feels like attack on the other side. The withdrawal or attack turns into misunderstanding. The misunderstanding turns into more resentment with deeper disconnection and another hurt that's going to make it harder to re-engage with a sense of safety. It's a really self-defeating loop. And it's not a character flaw. It's simply a lack of mindfulness. When we don't have emotional safety or clarity about what we need, resentment becomes the protective layer that shields us from vulnerability. So the beginning of addressing resentment is to interrupt our own cycle, our own pattern. It's personal mindfulness. Step 1, name the sensation, not the story. Instead of getting lost in the details of what's happened outside of you, tune into what's happening inside of you, right here and now. Notice what's happening in your body. Tight chest, heat in the throat, pressure behind the eyes. Name it softly. My chest is really tight. Something in me is hurting. Step 2, locate the blocked need. Ask yourself, what did I need that I didn't know how to ask for? It's often reassurance, partnership, help, acknowledgement, or rest. Step 3, use a repair-oriented I statement to open communication. Not, you never help, that never goes well. But I want to feel close and something feels unresolved inside of me. Can we talk about it? Okay, so let's practice a 60-second drop-in because these tools have to work in real life, right? We want to build the toolkit and the resilience that we don't need a 60-minute therapy session to get ourselves back connected and online. So let's practice a 60-second drop-in. Let's start with a hand on heart. Take a big inhale through your nose. Long exhale all the way down to the soles of your feet. And ask yourself internally, what am I holding? Now let the answer rise without forcing it, making room for whatever it is to be welcome. And again, your body is always your anchor to the present moment, to what's really here. So when you put your hand on your heart and you're breathing, that exhale softening the resistance or tension in the body, and you can start to kind of scan, where in my body am I holding tension? And as I start to bring my awareness from what's ever happening in my mind down into my body, the point of tension that I notice in my body, there's often a sense of knowing what that tension is about. And it's not a thinking about it feeling, it's a deep knowing that arises more from our body or heart space. What am I holding? What's really going on for me? And you might notice how your tendency might be to push aside what the true discomfort is. Like, oh, I shouldn't be worried about that, or that's stupid. And I want you to hear this. You can't heal your resentment if you won't honor the need behind it. That's your first step. And that's also why taking ownership of your own resentment is your first step in healing the gap you feel in your relationship. Because owning your own hurt goes hand in hand with releasing your right to expect the other person to fix it. It's owning that the first step is for me to have my own back, to use my own voice, to make my own heart important. That's the beginning of this journey, and it's a tiny step that only you can take inside yourself. And it's not dependent on how the other person even responds, because the beginning of this ownership is knowing that you will respond to you. And make no mistake, even though this is a small and simple thing, it takes a lot of courage, especially if you've spent a lifetime learning how to ignore your own needs and repress your own desires. So what I hope I've given you today in this short video is a reframe around the resentment that you feel. Because I want you to start to see resentment as an invitation, not a failure. And if you want to learn more how to move from resentment into repair through mindful self-awareness, self-compassion, and healthy boundaries, that's exactly what we practice week by week inside my year-long program, Undone Academy. You're welcome to explore it.